Hi there, I'm Eric Althoff. I'm the movie reviewer and entertainment editor for the Washington Times in Washington, D.C. So today we're going to talk about the new film, Palma, which is a documentary from directors Jake Paltrow and Noah Baumbach. So this is a documentary about Brian De Palma, who is one of the so-called film school generation directors, along with Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese, Woody Allen, etc. The problem with the film, at least as I saw it, and it's very competently made, but the problem is that Mr. De Palma himself isn't exactly the greatest subject for a documentary. One, because he's very camera unfriendly. It's just, there's something about his voice that just makes you not that interested. Now, taking aside the fact that Mr. De Palma's output has been a little less than stellar over the years due to the fact that in his early days he was trying to ape Alfred Hitchcock, and he really admits as such that while he was a great admirer of Alfred Hitchcock's, but his films, at least in the early days, were not precisely up to par as the masters. Now, later on in his career, his output vacillated between solid genre exercises and a couple of other films that are okay. Probably his most critically acclaimed film was Scarface, which was in 1983, starring Al Pacino as a Cuban gangster. It's probably his best work, though I personally like Casualties of War as one of his better ones. Now, how you ultimately feel about this film will depend upon how you feel about Brian De Palma in general, as well as how you relate to him as a documentary subject. I personally found it difficult to relate to the man just because the way he speaks is kind of grating to the ears. And also just because his output has been very, very spotty at best over the years. So, in conclusion, if you like Brian De Palma's movies, you'll probably like De Palma. If you're a film historian, you will like De Palma as well. But if you're a more discerning film connoisseur like myself, you'll probably not. Thanks for watching. This is Eric Althoff for the Washington Times Film Review, coming to you from Roar at Six Flags America. Have a good weekend.